Good morning from the banks of the River Irwell. We're at Peel Parkrun this morning. If you're new here, you're watching Where We Off Dad. It's the first time we've ever done the Peel Parkrun for both of us.
To get a P.
And Tal's going to get P on the Alphabeteer app. I've already got P. A post went out last night from the running whale, Craig, and he's handed Mandy her P45 and he was looking for someone to come down. I'm here to get justice for Mandy. Just seen him in the car park. I'll catch up with him in a bit.
Let's go, guys.
It's going to be a little bit different today. You're going to get POV footage from Talia. So the camera's going to be on Talia's head.
Let's go, guys.
So you'll get to see what it's like when she's out there.
Let's go, guys.
Probably going to be sort of, again, similar to the Burnage run, where it was a sort of steady tempo, maybe pushing on threshold effort. Not an all out. I'm not feeling 100%. I feel like a broken record the whole of January, really. I felt a little bit ill. So we're going to jog back to the start now and get ready, listen to the briefing. It looks like an interesting course.
Off the top path, and then can't quite see it through the trees, or you can just about. There's a sort of bluey grey bridge. When you get to that bridge, you're going to make a right turn, and you're going to come across a path near that building, and then you're going to turn again, and you're going to come.
And that was the end of that. What was billed as Talia's first ever POV was never recorded. She ran a little art out and told me afterwards she was giving POV commentary throughout. But when I got home after the run, I found none of today's footage had been recorded. But that's not the end of the story. Our friend Craig over at the Running Whale has come to the rescue. So the POV footage I'll be showing you today is from the Running Whale's point of view. The full course POV for this footage is over on his channel. Make sure you check that out later. And as you can see, it was a super busy park run today. 683 runners took part in today's run. And with a narrow footpath at the start, this made for a congested first half a kilometre or so. And Craig's picked up Talia here, who's just caught up in the crowd, looking for a way through. So, although this is Craig's run you're viewing, it was also a similar situation where I set off in the field, only a few rows back from the front, but I still got caught up in the heavy traffic. Craig opted to go on the grass verge, whilst I was sandwiched in for the first 300 metres or so. There was absolutely no room to move anywhere. Any attempt to overtake carried a huge risk of tripping or colliding with other runners. It wasn't until you got round the first bend and down alongside the River Irwell that it started to open up. So today's run was the B course of the Peel Parkrun. We've yet to run the A course, so we're unable to offer any comparisons. The park itself is located in Salford, right by the Salford University campus. I've never been to this park. I've seen Peel Parkrun on the app, but for some reason I'd got it mixed up with Clarence Parkrun and I presumed it was over in Bury. So when I saw the Running Whales post this morning, I was expecting to be heading up towards Bury. I also presumed it was a smaller parkrun, so was surprised by just how many people turned out today. At almost 700 runners, it attracts similar numbers to some of the more well-known parkruns over in Manchester. Running alongside the banks of the River Irwell provided the best chance to execute any overtakes today. Even still, it looks quite congested here for Craig, and he is literally living on the edge, as just up ahead he opts to take the outside line to make his move, which places him just inches away from the water's edge. So what did I make of the course today? Well, it was mostly flat, bar one very short gravel climb. I felt it ran fast personally, and aside from a few sharp turns which brought me to a near standstill, I see no reason why you couldn't consider this course for a full send effort. The location, nestled within the busy student area of Salford, had a surprising rural feeling, but with the skyscrapers of Manchester and Salford, it provided an interesting backdrop. Running alongside the River Irwell, where the paths widened, was probably my favourite part of the course. So, how did we get on at today's parkrun? Well, for me, despite my earlier concerns, I felt surprisingly good when we got going. I aimed for a good tempo pace and I was checking the splits today. I was happy to just dip under 4-minute kilometres, and having managed to do that relatively comfortably in the first 4 kilometres, I decided to pick it up for the last kilometre. So the splits were as follows. I went through 1k in 3:59, 2k 3:57, 3k 3:53, 4k 3:52, and the final kilometre picked up the pace and it was a 3:31. My official parkrun time was 19 minutes and 14 seconds, which placed me in 16th today. For Talia, it was a more conservative effort. She wasn't wearing a watch today, so we don't know what her splits were, but what we do know is she finished today's parkrun in 28 minutes and 9 seconds, which put her in the middle of the pack in position 343. So today's video is just a short overview of today's run, no full course POV. For a full course POV, do check out the Running Wales channel. Not only did he provide us with the footage for today's video, he also has hundreds more parkrun POVs, as well as races and training series over on his channel. I've been following his channel for a while now and really enjoy his down-to-earth and authentic style. The rivalry with his siblings and playful taunting of his sister Mandy always makes me laugh and brightens up my day. But that's not all for today, guys. We also featured on the Running Wales channel today as standing presenters. We came over to Peel Parkrun when we first caught wind of Mandy's sacking. We was actually on our way to another parkrun today before I did a quick U-turn and raced over to Salford to deliver a very important message.
And he's just said to me now that this is some sort of conspiracy to try and get her back.
Yeah, no, I'm not having it, mate. I don't know if you thought I was coming here in support. I'm actually, I'm outraged. I think you need to retract the P45 and you need to beg her to come back, really.
Well, I have said she can audition to when she's fitting well again.
Audition. No, yeah. She, you know, this channel's built on Sister Mandy. We need Sister Mandy back. Sorry.
Fair enough.
So that's all for today. Thanks again for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, there's plenty more on my channel, as well as race day vlogs. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.